mwe waliwo akatambi kamuhoozi akali mu kutambula bamukuta akatambi kano ng'ali mu kutagala omanyi omutamiivu bwawusika amagye mulukufu omanyi embeera z'abatamiivu ng'omutamiivu omusanga nga agangayidde bw'aseka walalangano ng'embeera gy'alimu buli omu yeebuuza kiki ekigenda mu maaso ono yayagala entebe y'eggwanga ng'atagala ne mu bantu ate emisana ttuku ofunako nti bubadde bwakiro abadde mu masanyu ge naye emisana ttuku ate emisana ttuku nga tali mu bibye nti oba atambula wabula ng'ali ku official function ku mukolo ogw'eggwanga gw'okufulumya amagye agenza okusituka okugenda ku kazindaala ayogera abyeko kyayogera amazima omulenzi ng'ataga butazi okutagala okumanyi soka olabe buli omu yeebuuza nti kiki ekigenda mu maaso omuntu ayagala okukulembera eggwanga Uganda laba kiki ekigenda mu maaso wetegereze laba nedda gwe kiki olaba laba bro laba buli mwali mukwebuuza omulenzi abadde ki abamu bagamba nguuli omulangira Ssegamwenge omumbejja Namwalwa yamitidde nnyo ku mutwe naye ono ali mu mbeera bw'etyo yali mu kukiisa amagye omufulumya amagye ng'agabuulirira muno bagabire ne discipline tebanywa omwenge naye nga yeraba agenda tugamba nti abadde kantolooze kamunguluze ku mukolo baamuleese mulwadde alinamu ekirwadde kimu labalaba agw'ensimbu kiki nno oyo omuntu ali bw'atyo njagala owulire yali mu kugamba bannamagye b'eggwanga Uganda mbuno beeyise bulungi osegedde mbwera atendese ejje erigenda okubanga likuuma eggwanga lyaffe Uganda ejje erisingayo obulungi tuganira ndibanga lisingayo obulungi naye kifaananyi kyoli mu kubalaga nti bonna banywi bagangayire babeere bwe batyo nga ne mu maaso g'abantu ku mukolo omulujjudde balina kubanga batamidde bwe batyo kimanyi kino akikola nti no tasobola kwogera turile nga tataddeemu twandibanga tugamba mbuno abadde atamidde naye nga omanyi mulimu abantu abali shy nga tasobola kuvaayo n'ayogera mu public nga yasoose kutabaaza bakadde ng'omutego tasoose gukyusaamu yandibanga naye bw'atyo bw'ali ng'ali public shy kati ng'okuvaako kyayogera kyonna enakusooka kuloadinga upstair naye lwaki atoba overloadinga soka owulira ebigambo bino naawe ogenda kufunawo enjawulo.
The Minister of State for Defense and Veteran Affairs, group of leaders, cabinet and parliament, we are quite optimistic that Uganda is firmly on track to achieve its target of a $500 billion economy by 2040. As for the UPDF, we will absolutely perform our part to achieve this goal. Your Excellency, we make this solemn pledge as the gallant officers and men of Uganda's security services. Your Excellency and distinguished guests, on this occasion of the graduation of our soldiers here in Kaweta, I wish to reassure and inform the country that Uganda is peaceful, secure, and thriving. However, what is also true is that we are having to deal with a fifth column of neo-colonialist sympathizers and agents of foreign interests who are intent on sabotaging our national independence and development. Your Excellency and fellow citizens, we are very aware of the insidious machinations of negative elements against our country, but the good news is that we will not permit their shenanigans. We, for instance, can no longer afford the widespread public malaise over systemic corruption and poor service delivery in our country. We cannot and shall not tolerate agents of foreign interests who work secretly to weaken the country's progress. We will never allow agents of foreign interests to demoralize and demobilize the patriotic and nationalist spirit of Ugandans. Your Excellency, furthermore, we shall not allow foreign interests to determine our national narrative. The impunity within certain elements of Uganda's political class and media directly impacts the country's security. Therefore, in order for Uganda to transform into a first world country, these elements have to become responsible actors to ensure peace and security are preserved. The UPDF and the interagency architecture are committed to establishing a holistic national security infrastructure, including acting against wrong elements within the political and media class. Certainly, we will never allow anyone again to undermine the national interest in whatever shape or form. Your Excellency, the other important point I would like to address myself to today is the issue of the welfare of the Defense Forces. We have continued to register tremendous strides in this area, and a lot more is coming. We are progressively improving issues of remuneration for our officers and militants, and we are gradually expanding the quality and quantity of accommodation facilities. In addition, we are working to deliver modern office facilities and operational planning centers. We are revamping and improving our military schools and hospitals, not just for active soldiers, but for reservists that can access and utilize them all across the country. We want our fighting men and women, together with their families, to be proud of the conditions in which they live and work. Therefore, my message to the new soldiers is threefold. One, take care of your lives and maintain your medical and physical fitness. Secondly, uphold the values of discipline, courage, and loyalty. Third, always cultivate the warrior spirit and warrior ethos. With these values, we will master the necessary military capabilities to protect and defend the revolution. Your Excellency, my last message is to the UPDF warriors on regional peace and stabilization missions in Somalia, DRC, and South Sudan. We salute their valor and immense sacrifices in foreign lands, which are necessary for regional and international security. Some of the missions, such as the one in Somalia, where we have been for 19 years now, have recently run into sustainability headwinds, not from us, but from outside Uganda. But the High Command, under the President's wise guidance, will soon determine a pragmatic solution on how to move forward. In Eastern DRC, despite the outbreak of the Ebola epidemic, our gallant troops, while observing strict Ebola SOPs, have continued to dominate the area of operation and apply unceasing pressure on ADF terrorists still scattered in North Kivu and Ituri regions. In South Sudan, the situation is much more stable than it was 16 months ago when the UPDF deployed there. The situation then was very tense, especially around the capital, Juba. These missions are difficult and clearly demonstrate our enduring strength and resilience. We therefore commend the men and women of UPDF who have continued to deliver on these important missions. The UPDF is very strong, and it should be if we are to meet our internal and regional security goals. On that note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank very much His Excellency the President for his continued guidance and wise counsel that he gives us at every turn. This has enabled us to achieve all our operational objectives at home and within the region. I also wish the President great health as he leads Uganda in the new term of Chisanja, no more sleep. I also wish the new soldiers good luck and success in their military careers. I thank you very much. Before I conclude, I'll just...
Negulira. Yebaza kitaawe okubatendeka obulungi, balaga ebyokulabirako ebirungi, era okubajjamu abantu mbu abeesiimisa. N'okusinza otandikidde. Okusinza otandikidde. Gwe Akatambi akakulaze nno Mzee Museveni atendese bulungi. Gwe otunuulira wano okutendeka bulungi. Ekyo kye kifaananyi ekirungi ekiweesa ekitiibwa ekya UPDF, nga bwe tujjayo nti kifaananyi ky'eggwanga kiikino nga tujjayo ebyo nti ya UPDF yaffe yiyo nga ekyo nga kitujjayo kyo tulage ensi nti UPDF yaffe ogirabye. Kuno si kuswala buswaza, tebali mu kutuswaza buswaza. Batumazeemu n'akatiibwa n'akeewungula. Mbalwanyisa abafulena obuteetaba mu byabufuzi bya Uganda. How will you do that? Ng'oli bw'oti nga toli soba bulungi. Sinabanga okwesudira era ky'obalaba manyi bagamba nti omuntu bw'abanga ataddeko aloadinze akola ebikolobero bingi oluusi n'abyejjusa kyaga n'ekyo nze nakikoze. Obulaba kati awamba abantu buli kadde ndowooza kubanga load waaka ebejjudde. Olaba byewuunyisa nogamba kye kigenda mu maaso naye nga byebyo.